serendipitous.
Yeah, serendipitous or kismet fate, that she was talking about the 3 programs, and she's going to go into those 3 programs, and then I'll conclude. Joe Rich is here with us as well. Joe is one of those industrial sponsors, and I'm going to not take any away from Esther. Esther comes down from Greenville. She is going to tell us about the program. She's going to share some things with us, and then we'll get into the kind of the crux of our meeting. Esther, I'll just go ahead and tell me what you'd like to do.
All right. Thank you very much. I appreciate y'all having me. Before I get into talking trash, I have a little bit of trivia for you.
Tuesday.
It's an old joke. Who knows what is the #1 most littered item?
Cigarette butts.
Who said that first? Right down there. Do you want redneck or classic?
I'll do redneck.
There you go. All right. Next question. What is the #1 cause of unintentional litter?
Uncovered trucks.
You want classy or do you want shirt?
Dirt.
There you go. All right. I have a bunch of stuff for y'all. There's some t-shirts over here. They're by sizes. I've got medium, large, small, medium, large, extra large, double X there. I also have, if you know any smokers, we have the personal ashtrays to encourage them to carry it around. If you've got an animal, we got some little trash bags that you can clip on, carry around and clean up after them. And I've got, one of the other questions about the cigarette butts. Is a cigarette butt the most littered item by number or by volume?
Both.
Who said both? You give it to somebody. There you go. All right, just think about that. The size of a cigarette and the size of a bottle of beer, which is one of the most littered, next most littered items. There's that many more cigarettes littered than there is beer cans. All right, so I'm here today. Some of you probably have a better idea about litter than others. And a lot of places that I go, I ask them, is litter really that serious of an issue?
Yes, it is.
And a lot of people will go, well, you know, it's not pretty. It does harm the environment, but it's not that serious. But what everybody hears, every kid, or at least we're taking over the promotion of the Adopt-A-Highway program. It's been languishing with DOT for quite some time, and we are attempting to draw some attention to it, get some people working with it. The program works. Most people are aware of it. It's secondary roads. You volunteer. When you do there's no cost for it. You encourage volunteers to pick up 4 times a year. The DOT can't have volunteers out on the interstates. The DOC, Department of Corrections, is tasked with picking up litter. But the problem with that is that's not their focus. Their focus is keeping those guys in, not so much at home. So when funding is tight, when budgets are cut, the first thing to go is the litter pickup. Before we started this program, there is a federal program that gives monies to the state if they are able to pick up every mile of interstate once a year. South Carolina didn't get that funding a lot. So that tells you they were not out there picking up the trash much. Once we got this program set up, what we do is we encourage, it's dedicated to cleaning up the interstate, and the way we do it is we encourage businesses and organizations to cover the cost of the cleanup by the DOC. So you don't have to find anybody to go out there and pick it up. They already do. So you guys write a check. Picked up by Sunshine Recycling. They called us. We didn't call them, they called us and asked to be part of the program. Their signs, they've taken mile markers 153 to 155. And this is Mr. Pratt is out there when they were putting up the sign. The DOT guys were out there putting up the sign. He went out there and took some pictures. And I actually have to say thank you to them. We have, since they started picking up halfway through November, and then we've got December and January's totals. And in those 2.5 months, there have been 291 bags of trash picked up on their segment. That means an average bag of trash is about 20 pounds. That means they picked up almost 6,000 pounds of trash on that segment just in 2.5 months. And we really want to say thank you. Please come up.